everyone. Valerie here, out in the wilderness again, a half a kilometer from home. I did a video yesterday and I enjoyed it so much being out here in nature. I decided to do this again while I was on my walk. Besides the human beings and the animals on the surface of the planet, there are many other varieties of species and beings off planet and within the earth and within the moon. The beings off planet, some are dimensional, some are physical, some are positive, and some are negative. The universe is teeming with life. Anyone who does not believe or acknowledge extraterrestrial life is either in denial or they don't care, but they are normally left hemisphere thinking people. Because when you reason it out, which comes from the right hemisphere of the brain, and when you reason it out, you will understand and know that there is more life than what is on the surface of Earth. The beings off planet, the dimensional beings, I always refer to them as our sisters and brothers, our neighbors, our neighbors in the universe, our neighbors in the galaxy. And they are there. And many are a lot more advanced than us, some way advanced. And also, there are beings who are in our future, their future us. And they have the technology to come back in time and connect with us, with some of us. Not everybody is connected with. I don't know why or the reasoning they choose some over others. I have seen, well, I guess you would call it UFOs. They were not metallic. I do think that metallic UFOs are often manufactured here on Earth in underground bases, in military bases. Maybe some are manufactured off planet and brought back here by whoever the authorities are on Earth that bring them back here. But there's also beings, extraterrestrial, if that's the word, or positive, benevolent beings that sometimes show themselves to us in various ways. If they're dimensional, we may not actually see them. But I have seen light balls of white light go across the sky, big balls of light above the trees, parallel with the ground. I've seen it on a few occasions. And one particular summer, I was really aligning and tuning myself into the looking for or trying to connect with the dimensional beings, and that's the summer that I saw a few white lights, and they weren't shooting stars like some people say, oh, you just saw shooting stars. No, they were much larger, and they were made of light, and they were big. I mean, if you were to, I don't even know how far out they were. You can't comprehend space and time when this happens. But I know they were physical, and anybody who happened to catch that at the time would have, but they streaked across the sky. And there's been a couple of times that I focus and concentrate it, meditate it, and they would come. Maybe that's coincidental. I don't know. That it did happen though. I've had many dreams of getting on board a spacecraft. And I remember seeing the beings. They were human-like. I think they were more than dreams, but who knows for sure. I can say that I've never had an abduction happen to me. Lots of people I know have. I have not had that I'm aware of, but I have had encounters with dimensional beings. I have never seen them physically, but they are dimensional. But I have seen them physically in dreams, if you want to call that physical. Dreams are in fourth dimension, so I guess it would be on a dimensional level. But I've been on a craft where I have seen, I would say it was half between a gray alien and a mantis alien. I don't know. He was at a control panel, and I was there. There was no acknowledgement between us. I felt afraid. I don't know whether it's just a dream. And a lot of these dreams I had before I had any real deep thinking about extraterrestrials. I mean, I always felt that there was something more than just us. But I think that most people do. So these encounters in my dreams, who knows? I don't know. I do feel that there was something more to them than dreams, but again, I can't totally confirm that, but I would say yes, there was something more. But I know people who have on a regular basis have encounters with dimensional beings and other star systems, and they connect, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. I could never deny or say it isn't true, because just because I haven't experienced that doesn't mean it's not true, and I 100% believe it is true. So with all of the information out there on the internet, maybe some is false, maybe some isn't, but I would never rule out the fact that there's lots of beings out there and trying to connect with us. I even feel that because we're in the third dimension, we have a difficult time to open up that channel to them. Some people it's easier for some and not for others. But all of the videos that I've made, I wanted to touch on that and just say that I totally know that extraterrestrial beings or dimensional beings exist. The negative ones, a lot of people have lots of names for them, but there are negative beings, and that's one of the reasons why we are so influenced on the darker side sometimes, and we encounter a lot of negativity. I believe that they get to us through the ego, and once we lose the ego, or the ego diminishes within us, that they can't penetrate and they can't get through. So so that's my take on it. If there are people that say, oh, there's no way that there are extraterrestrials, that's fine. We all have our past, we all have our journeys, and not all beings that are dimensional and off planet are negative, as some people think. Some of the religions say that. It is absolutely not true. I've had some, in the dream state, I have encountered several beings that are positive and have had wonderful experiences in the dream state that I know is more than the dream state, I'm just saying. So, anyway, I just wanted to tell you that, and the message I have is be open, because even more so, I think, than ever before, there is more disclosure. Some of the most intelligent people and public people I know have had encounters and are working very hard to get the disclosure, get the governments and that to admit to it and bring it out. So, you know, we're in for an amazing journey, and hopefully it's in our lifetime that it all comes together, because this is a path that a lot of people are anxious and happy to progress in. These are great times. These are wonderful times. So be open-minded, think with your right hemisphere of the brain, not always with the left. Just be open and be true to yourself. And it's all good. Thank you for watching. Bye now.